Uh, so may I ask opportunity from the Sangha to and the head of the Sangha now is เจ้าคุณโสภณะภาวนาวิเทศหลวงพ่อกัลยาโน to give the Dhamma reflections. So Dhamma blessing for you all here. You are the Buddha company for quarters of Buddha company that spread in the world today. So the Buddha established these 4 company, and now this Buddha company is expand all over the world, getting increased day by day. So wherever the Buddha teaching spread and the Buddha company established, then there are some coolness and peaceful in that area. So nowadays is come over to this continent, Australia, providing some shade and some coolness. The Buddha said the loving kindness, the metta Dhamma, is the Dhamma that can support the world. It doesn't matter what nationality, what language you speak. Same like the Luang Por Sophon also said that the Dhamma is no nationality, is no Thai, Cambodia, no Westerner. That's just convention. Everybody have the same law of Dhamma apply to all of them. So we are born out of the karma. We don't know where we come from. We don't know where we are going to after we die. We already know now what we should do now at this present moment. So the Buddha teach that the present moment is the most important moment. So we should learn it well. What is the cause and condition, and then practice accordingly. The Buddha live Dhamma Vinaya. Dhamma is the doctrine, and Vinaya is discipline. That is the teacher when he passed away. So whoever practice Dhamma Vinaya, whatever level that they practice, they will receive the result accordingly. For example, Luang Por Sophon, Luang Por Man, he practiced this Dhamma Vinaya up to the end. So he received the great benefit from that. So first we have to learn this Dhamma Vinaya well, and we have to practice it diligently. The Dhamma is already exists in the world. It doesn't matter the Buddha is born or not, it's already there. But when the Buddhas arise in the world, then the Buddha can point out the Dhamma. And the Vinaya is the thing that the Buddha laid down. The Buddha established the convention to make use of the Dhamma. So during the before the Buddha get enlightened, when he was a Bodhisattva, he torment himself for 6 years. He stopped eating and until the body is getting thinner and thinner, and to the point where he's almost died. But then he see that this is not the path, it's not the way, so he returned and eat normally. And when the body have some strength, now he turn attention to the mind, because the mind is the most important. We strive with the mind. At the Bodhi tree, when the Buddha get enlightened, he start with training the mind into meditation, into deep meditation. So he recollect when he was young. One time he went with his parents, the king and queen, for this royal to start the opening the field. So he sit cross-legged under the tree That was about midday. So he sit for 4 hours, but the shadow of the tree doesn't leave, so it just stay there. So even the king and queen, when they return and see this, they have a lot of respect for their own son. So the Buddha recollect that event, and so he returned to that samadhi, that concentration, and that is a path that leading to the Makkaphala and Nibbana, the path and the fruit and the freedoms. So in the first watch of the night, he attained the Bupphe Nivasa Anusati Yan, the insight of past rebirth, that he know who he was born before, which khandha that he used, what is the name, what is the duty of that life. So this is the thing that he attained during the first watch. But to attain this insight is the teacher later they said the Buddha doing Butto, but actually he's not doing Butto, he's just doing Anapanasati. He watching his own breathing in and out. So even though now it's more than 2,000 years, we're still able to use the teaching of the Buddha as our guidance. So the general teaching of every Buddha is not to do any evil, to do wholesome, and to purify the mind. So this involves the sila, samadhi, and panya, morality, concentration, and wisdom. So when our morality is perfect, then the mind is firmly established in the path. And with the mind firmly established in the path, then the insights arise. So the insight, seeing things as they are, is no ignorance, no avijja. So whether the Buddha arise or not, the truth is there. So we practice to see this truth, this thing arising and passing away. So Luang Por Cha said that we practice not to gain any psychic power or to see the deva, the hell, or things like those sorts, but we practice to realize the truth. So there's 3 books that Luang Por Cha used. One is Paritta that he learned by heart. Second one is Patimokkha, the rules about the bhikkhus, how to practice. And the third one is called Navagovad, which is the basic, the teaching for the young monks. This is the later compilation of putting all the Dhamma together in the simple form for the Naktham examination. So this is only 3 books that he used. He doesn't read the newspaper. He said this is not helping with the practice. And also he emphasized on the eating little, sleep little, and speak little. He said to do this is a practitioner. If you eat a lot, sleep a lot, and talk a lot, this is stupid, the Dhamma of the stupid people. So we wake up very early in the morning, 3 o'clock, wake up, walking, jongkom, and sit meditation. At 5, we start for Pintapat, going for alms, and this go on every day. On one pra, half full moon days and the new moon days, then we do Nesachik. We is sitting up all night. So this is a training of mindfulness. Try to arouse the energy to be mindful with the breathing. So when the mind is calms, the breathing also calm as well. So if you follow this Anapanasati, the breathing in and out, and able to attain into jhana, one for first jhana, second, the third, and fourth jhana. So this is in the books. It's not that easy to follow. So we have this Kruba Ajahn who practiced before us, and he just summarized and give us the simple version. If we have to go and study Pali and learn all this Dhamma, we might not able to understand it, and we might die before. So the fact that we have Kruba Ajahn who practice before us and simplify it for us is very helpful. So we just follow his teaching. Like in the Buddha time, you see that many people benefit from the Buddha, and they can listen to the Dhamma talk, and they can attain Makkapala and Nibbana. For example, the Sariputta, he listened to the Dhamma. The Buddha say the Dhamma is arising from cause and condition. If you want to put down the cause and condition, then the Dhamma is you can release from this dukkha. So Sariputta listened to that short Dhamma, and he got enlightened. So the Dhamma, we have all of those. We have happiness, we have suffering, we have body, we have mind. So we are equipped with everything that we need to learn the Dhamma. So we emphasize on the mind. And one time Luang Por Sophon asked, "Are you afraid of ghosts?" And when you answer yes, the Buddha will recommend that you go and stay in the cemetery, because this is the opposite way of what you want. So when you are afraid of ghosts, then you go to the cemetery. That you have to arouse the energy. You can't be sleepy there. So you have to use the mindfulness and wisdom to deal with your sense of fear. And when you pass that, then you see that there's nothing there. So the ghost is just your mind, your imagination. But there was also some mention about that ghost in the Vinaya. For example, when the bhikkhu chant Patimokkha, if the ghost possess one of the monks, then it's kind of you can stop, or you can postpone that Patimokkha. So it looks like that it's real because it's in the Vinaya, but we can't bring it. We can't prove that it's there. So we can use that as a skillful mean for our practice, whatever it is. So our life, even though we can't choose when or what we can be born in, but we can choose what can we do after we get birth. We can start with follow the Kruba Ajahn instruction. Train the mind. The mind is very important. The mind is a forerunner of everything. So if the mind is inclined to do things, then it doesn't matter how far it is. For example, if you are in love with somebody, you can do whatever is needed to be with that person. But if you hate somebody, sometimes maybe with the husband and wife hate each other, then they live together, but the mind doesn't want to do whatever the other want us to do. So we train the mind, and we have a faith in the teaching of the Kruba Ajahn. We start with whatever he say, we just follow. So for example, Luang Por Sophon, he was recommend that we finish the meal like 9 in the morning. We will walk Jongkrom and sit meditation up until midday. And if you're still tired, you can have a short nap there, and then you can wake up and start practicing again. So not follow your kind of inclination, want to eat and sleep, but we have to arouse the energy first and do it every day. If you do it not continuously, you will not success. So try to be disciplined with yourself. Try to arouse the energy throughout the day. After eating in the morning, and try to arouse energy up at least to the midday, and continue with this mindfulness of the breathing. And if you do it like that, you can attain at least the early state of samadhi. How do I know that? Because I experienced it myself. When you follow the teaching, follow the instruction of Ajahn Chah wholeheartedly, you see the result. In my case, I developed a joy, the piti is arising with this practice. So this means that at least in the beginning, your mind start to be under your control. You can make the joy arise in your mind from this practice, from this mindfulness of breathing. And also, I think this is the same. You can extend on that if you practice up to the end, the Bupphe Nivāsa-nusati Jnana might be happening as well, because somebody can recall their past life. So this is a thing like when you eat the meal, and then you keep asking, what is the feeling of full? Like, nobody can answer it. You have to eat until you attain that experience, the experience of fullness. The same way, when Luang Por Chah want to explain the Dhamma, he said, okay, when we make the hot tea, it doesn't matter either you're Thai, you're Westerner, either you're Sumeto, the Westerner monks, or Maha Amon, the Thai monks, they have the same. When you take that hot tea, the sense of hotness, everybody will know individually. So now we might not see that the way the Buddha tell us yet, but we will if we practice it wholeheartedly. For example, the body, the Buddha say the body is repulsive, it's not beautiful. It's just the skin thick, wrapping around this repulsiveness of the body. If we get delusion with this skin, there are a lot of problems arise. So in this world, it's just this body, the skin cover this 32 part. This a lot of problem arise from people not understanding this. But this is all it is. It's just this unattractiveness of the body. But we're not seeing it, and it arises many problems. So the human beings is the animal that is most intelligent. All these other animals, they live with their instinct. The kind of the bigger one taking advantage of the small one. So it's harm each other in cycle and go around and around. But human beings, we are able to cultivate the wholesome quality. We can develop until the highest. So that's the name of the human, the high mind. For example, in this sala, this meditation hall, the animal can't make this, but human beings, we can make this meditation hall, and we can use that for cultivate many good quality. So with the human, we know what is right and wrong, what is beneficial, what is non-beneficial. So we can train ourselves. And so don't look at other people. Look in your own heart, look in your own mind, follow your own breathing, and try to control it, make it in such a way that you can cultivate joy in yourself. And when you have joy, then you can see your own fault, your own wrong view, and you can be able to adjust that. So all the Dhamma is not outside. The Dhamma is inside ourselves. the happiness, the suffering, the wholesome, unwholesome, it all in our heart. So we have to look inside, look in the breathing, and then if you follow the breathing, there's a lot of interesting thing will follow. If you can't even do that, then I think it's no hope to get anything else. Just follow the breathing. So when you train the mind, it doesn't matter the monastic or the lay people. Everybody have the breathing. So we have to know our own breath. What we think, when we think it's wholesome or unwholesome, we think it with attachment or not. So this is the thing that we do day and night. Follow the breathing, follow our mind. We see that we use the mind in the way that benefit ourselves or not. So the noble Arya Pukkala, they cultivate the mind in the skillful way, and actually becoming a stream enterer is not that difficult if you truly practice the path. Not just do it because the teacher tell you to do, but you have to do it because you know from your own experience that this is the only way. It's like in Wat Papong or in this monastery, Bodhiwana, it doesn't depend on the place. It depends on yourself whether you practice or not. When you see, and if you're not mindful, then the fire arises, the fire of greed, hatred, and delusion. When you hear the sound, when you taste when your tongue tastes the food, and if you not be mindful, then you can a lot of burning in that sense door. So we have to use mindfulness to tame the mind. The Buddha say, "Yo dhammang passati, so mang yo dhammang passasi, so mang passasi." The one who see the Dhamma see me. So the Dhamma is not in the forest, in the cave, but it's in your own heart, in your own mind. The same way you see the Buddha in your own self, the power of awakening. But when you have this forest, you have this secluded place, it's very helpful because it will provide the cause and condition for the mind to be peaceful. And Buddha also say, when you follow the mind, then you escape the trap of Mara. So this is the world. The world way is the way of the Kama Kuna, the sensual world, the world of the sight, sound, taste, body, touch. So this is the thing that if you follow, the suffering is the result. So the Buddha say to refrain from this sense door, but to work with your mind, to practice. There are certain type of charita that people have. The 6 type of them. So you have to learn your own charita, your own temperament. For example, people who are very angry type, you have to know yourself. You have to maybe cultivate metta more. People with the greedy type, with the raga, the lust type, so you have to cultivate the unattractiveness of the body. So this is the thing that you have to able to adjust accordingly, according to your charita. It's like the medicine. People need different medicines. Some people need certain medicine. Some people need another kind of medicine. So the doctor gives the medicine for the body, but the mind, we need the Dhamma as the medicines. So we have to know, for example, the angry, where does it come from? Is it happen all the time or not? And when it's not, then you see when it's not compared to when you have anger, which one is better? and you know the cause and condition for each one, and you try to not let the cause and condition for anger arise, and then to put the end to it. So this is the thing that we do day and night, and Nibbana is the place where is no sankhara. You can't bring sankhara there. It's the end of all sankhara. So sankhara is formation, mental formation, bodily formation. So the one who carry us to Nibbana is the citta, the well-trained mind. We're able to take us to the destination, the Nibbana. And we mindfulness as our guidance. So in our training, we cultivate the samadhi first, being whatever it takes, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, until the mind is solid. Then we can use that to do vipassana, to contemplate the reality. So also not to attach to that state of samadhi. It's just a path, it's not the destination. So we need the power of concentration to be able to focus and to penetrate. It's like a dream. Is the dream true or not? Well, it's true in a certain sense, and it's not true in a certain sense. The same way, the samadhi is like a dream. So it's just the path. If we attach to it, then we can create another kind of vipallasa, type of seeing things incorrectly. So we have to cultivate vipassana, panya, the wisdom of penetrative wisdom, see things as is suffering, is not last, anicca, dukkha, and anatta, not self. So when we see the vipassana, then there is no convention there. It's no Thai, Cambodia, Vietnam, Westerner. It's just the people practicing vipassana, seeing things as it is. So the body is wasting away. You get illness, you go old every day. So the Kru Ba Ajahn suggest that we train the mind before our body break down. So we have to focus on the training of the mind. In my case, Ajahn Chah doesn't let me do anything, only to focus on this training of the mind, to samadhi for the first 5 years. Only when I 5 vasa as a monk, when I start to pick up the examination of the naktam, and then learn, and it take me 3 years to finish all this level of naktam. So Luang Por Chah emphasized on the peacefulness first, and then once your mind peaceful, then you can learn to vipassana, to understand things. So the mind is like the pure water. It will depend on the color that dyed the color of the mind. So the Buddha is the knower, the one who knows. So we know the thing that come in our sense door, being the eyes, ear, nose, tongues, and then we put everything as the three characteristics, anicca, dukkha, anatta. Whatever we see that it is inconsistent, it's uncertain, it's being suffering, it doesn't last, and also it depends on cause and condition, it's no self. So this is the thing that we see in every sense door, arising, stay for a while, and passing away. So we train the mind in samadhi until we able to control the mind, and when we turn that mind to focus on these three characteristics of the every phenomenon. So when when it's bad, you're not attached to it. When it's good, you're also not attached to it. It's coming, arising, and passing away. But when you do bad, then the result will be suffering. When you do good, the result will be happiness. But again, you're not attached to the result either. It's because of cause and condition. It doesn't belong to you. So we always come back to the vipassana, and once we know that, then the metta Dhamma arises in the sense of friendliness, that everybody is subject to this same characteristic. We are subject to suffering, impermanence, and not self. So in this sense, every being is the same. So we should treat each other like friends, like a metta. So the Buddha teach without want anything in return. It's like the light here in the sala is illuminate everything. Buddha say also, Natti Panya Sama Apa. There are no other light like wisdom. So when you learn the Dhamma, it illuminate everything. When you see everything in the light of Dhamma, then you know that this is true, not by believing the Buddha, but by seeing it for yourself. So you practice, and whatever it takes. Somebody take a long time, 7 years. Somebody shorter, 7 months, or even 7 days. You can attain enlightenment in those times. But just practice wholeheartedly. So the first watch of the night, the Buddha say, see the past life. Second watch of the night, and he see the beings arising and passing away according to their karma. And the last watch of the night, he able to put the end to this asava kayayana, the end of this taint, these defilements that is underlying tendency. So when we clear, when we uproot this asava, this defilement, then that is the duty or the job of wisdom. So we can know it when we encounter this kilesa. When you have some causing condition for kilesa to arise. For example, maybe somebody say some bad word to you. If you able to uproot this asava, then you will not get angry. You will not think that why they do it to me, because you know that this is just causing condition. Things happen because of causing condition. It's not something that is outside ourselves. So the goodness and bad arising and passing away according to cause and condition, we know it and we letting go. We put it down. We see world with emptiness. We see things like the way the Buddha teach the ascetic, that how can you be escape from death by seeing everything as emptiness. So this is the way of the practice to see things as 3 characteristics and then letting go, then put it down. It's not belong to me, and it's not me, it's not I, it's not myself. So this is the sense of conceit, sense of titti, sense of the tanha is washed away. We uproot this asava. So we use that, and then we know that this is the body and mind is just we depend on it to practice, and we're not attached to it as me and my either. It's just the path toward the end, which is the nibbana. So when we know that when we put it down, it's light, but when we carry it on, it's heavy. So after a while, we learn to put it down, not to attach to it. So we not follow the worldly way, of gathering, hoarding, and getting more and more. But we letting go. We put it down, and it's getting lighter and lighter. So the ultimate teaching is to let go, to put it down, whatever it is, good or bad. So we need to practice and do it together as a monastic, as the Sangha. We do it together. Buddha also say, when the unity creates strength. Wherever we samakhi, we working together, then we create the good thing. When we put it down, it doesn't mean that we put the responsibility and the duty down. We put down the kilesa, the tanha, mana, titti, the conceit, the view, and the craving. But we carry on the whatever job that we need to do, the duty, the korvat, and all those things. So this is the thing that we practice. We respect the monastic according to the vassa. So we use that as a guiding principle. We respect each other. We treat whoever older than us like our older brother or father, and we with respect we practice seeing vipassana in our own mind. So you can do that as well. You don't need to go to the temple. You can also practice it at home. Every time you have free time, you can practice. For example, if you angry with somebody in the bathroom, then you let go of that in the bathroom. If you have some greed or lust with somebody in the bedroom, then you also letting go of that in the bedroom. So you don't need to come to the monastery to let go. You can let go wherever the kilesa arise. If you can't do it, then there will be a problem follow. If you follow the angry, if you follow the lust, then the problem always follow, because as the Buddha say, the suffering arises from craving, arises from this kilesa. So we have to practice our own path. Nobody can practice for other people. And the Dhamma that the Buddha teach, even though now is more than 2,000 years, is still modern, is still useful. The more you practice, the more benefit that you have. And then once we enter the stream, then we it might be difficult to tell from outside who is the noble one, but once they die, then their bone return to the relics. So it doesn't matter. You can explain it well, or some noble people, Arya Bukkala, they not speak much, but they're able to do it. They can able to practicing it. It's like the rain drop on the lotus leaf. It doesn't stick. The same way, the emotion doesn't stick in the mind that is noble, that is Arya. It will wash away. So whatever is there, the happiness, the suffering, the mind just experiences and letting go. So this is the natural state of the noble one. It doesn't carry on this dukkha, what put it down, letting go. And also see things as it is. The body is not beautiful. It have a skin cover it. All inside is very disgusting. For example, now I'm getting some skin disease. It's quite ugly, but this is happening when you get older. When you get over to 70, 80, the skin it just get turned old, and a lot of problem, a lot of illness. When you're young, you're 20, 30, you look very beautiful. But when you reach 50, 60, then it's declining. And when you get 70 or 80, it's very ugly now. So this is the Dhamma. It's just natural. It's happening. So we should letting go of it before it come. Letting go of the attachment to the beautification of the body. So we as a human beings, we are better than animal. Animal can't do this. They just live by instinct, just harm each other. But as a human beings, the Buddha say, "Susang lapate panyang." Human being can listen carefully. They can gain the wisdom from listening. So when we learn the Dhamma, we practice, then it's not that difficult. We just do whatever the Buddha say we should do. Don't think beforehand that, oh, it's too difficult, I can't do it. You have to overcome that thinking. You have to rely, you have to trust that the Buddha will not teach if it's too difficult. So the Buddha say we can letting go of this Raka, Tosa, Moha, this greed, hatred, and delusion. So there's one occasion where the Brahmin come to the Buddha, and the Buddha say, "Put it down, Brahmin." So the Brahmin put his left hand down, and the Buddha say again, "Put it down, Brahma." So the Brahma put his right hand down, and again the Buddha say, "Put it down, Brahma." So now the Brahma get confused because he already put down both his left hand and right hand. So the third time that the Buddha say is mean put it the mind to put down, not the hand. So you put down at the level of the heart of this, not at your hand. So you can carry on doing what duty that you do, but in your heart you're not carrying it. You put it down. You at the level of the mind, you not carry it as a burden. You know that everything arising and passing away is not worth clinging to it. So then you can do the duty without any remorse, without any fear of losing it, because it's never belonged to you in the first place. So when you practice like this, you don't have to wait until next life. You can see it here and now. Every time you let go, your mind and heart is light and not carry anything. So now the Buddha teaching is spreading all over the world, and in India is the origin of that. And you see that every Buddha have to enlighten in the Champutipa, or this in continent, India continent. Why is that? Because in India they're so extreme. People poor, the most poor people probably in India, they don't have anything at all. Or the most richest people is in India as well. So the teaching of the Buddha is arise because the Buddha see this condition. There are one time there are some meeting in Switzerland to decide which one is the best religion in the world, and they find out that the Buddha teaching is the one that is most peaceful. Other religions, they may be fighting between these different sects. They kind of can't get along well. They have a disagree on many Dhamma, so they break away and they're fighting with each other. But in Buddhism, this never happened. We agree upon the same Dhamma. And also the Buddha is a real universal religion because we emphasize on the metta, loving friendliness for all living beings. So the living beings, even the small animal, we are not killed for any reason. Even even for the monks, we're not even allowed to cut the tree or harm the tree or blade of grass. So this is the very universal, not only for human beings, but it's covered to the animal and to the forest, to the tree as well. So this is one of the example of the universal of the teaching of the Buddha. And Luang Por Cha also emphasized that we, as a human beings, we are born as sickness and death, and our body will one day will die. So this is the nature of human beings, and the fact that we be able to meet the Buddha teaching, the universal teaching, is we are very lucky. So we should take the teaching of the Buddha to our heart and practice wholeheartedly. Otherwise, we might be looking back and we might think, oh, I lost a great opportunity. I meet the teaching of the Buddha. I didn't practice the best ability that I can. So I hope that you follow this teaching and the instruction of Luang Por Cha and practicing wholeheartedly, and you gain the result in short time. So I would like to end my talk at this point. Hopefully that you can find a benefit, and may you progress in the path of the Buddha to the ends.